Hello, everyone. This is Alex here. It's my first episode. This is really exciting for me, and you have no idea how many times I'm going to delete this before and like record the whole thing and delete it before I decide it's good enough. It is July 22nd. I'm in Pompano Beach, Florida, and today's episode is going to be on self-entitlement. What brought this subject to my attention is watching a video by Owen Cook from RSD. It's Owen Cook's Top Secrets on Inner Game. It's meant to be more of like, he normally teaches about pickup, like how to get girls and stuff, but this one was actually a meeting at Cisco, and he was talking about this a little bit. I wanted to talk about it and expand a little bit. One of the good quotes he has, and I actually do believe this to be mostly true. Don't get all nitpicky on me and do things like, well, I know a guy at work and he thinks he's a genius and he's actually just a giant jackass and he's a failure at life and a meth head. Don't get all nitpicky on me. What he says about self-entitlement is that most people have a deep core belief. Like, you may not even be consciously aware of this. You may consciously tell yourself this something different than this, but deep inside you have a core belief on what you deserve to get in life, like the quality of job you deserve to get, the quality of a woman, or if you're a woman, a man you deserve, or if you're like the quality of your spouse. Don't want to infringe on anyone's sexuality. Like, if you're gay, that's fine. So anyone's spouse, the level of your spouse you're supposed to get, like the level of home you'll own, like all these kinds of things. You have a certain deep core belief about what you deserve. You feel entitled to these things. And the funny thing is that oftentimes in life you'll find that you end up at that level and you never go above it. You never really go below it either. You just achieve what you believe you're entitled to achieve. So, how is this helpful to us at all? Well, I want to talk about how to make yourself feel like you're entitled to more. I don't just mean on a purely conscious level. This is something, a lot of these videos are going to be really like abstract and hard for me to talk about because they're kind of just something you have to find deep within you. But I'm hoping by bringing this to your attention that you may be able to find something deep inside you to make that change. And for most of you it probably won't happen, but it'll give you something to think about, and maybe it'll help you in other areas. But I want to talk about your entitlement, like how you feel, what you're entitled to deep inside you. Like, a lot of people, like rich people, oftentimes, the rich kids, they grow up and they feel entitled to being in that hierarchy. And maybe you grew up and your family is really poor. And even if you're really smart and really successful, you may never quite feel comfortable being around all of those rich, successful kids because you don't feel like you're entitled to be with them. And this could prevent you from ever reaching that status. Even if you're really smart, have really good ideas, work really hard, you may end up just being in that low class that you believe you deserve to be in for whatever reason. A lot of this also comes with confidence. The more confident you are, you're going to believe you're entitled to more. But I thought this kind of deserved its own thing. And another thing with entitlement is we have a portion of our brain called the RAS. It's reticular activation system. It's really interesting. What it does is based on our core beliefs of what we deserve to get in life and what we believe in, our RAS will block out all evidence for anything other than that. So if there's evidence that we deserve more, it'll cut it out. Like a common example, if there's like high school guys watching this, if like a really pretty girl has ever complimented you on something and you just instantly like in your mind you instantly went to, oh, she's probably just making fun of me, instead of like, oh, she was just being nice. Now, could she have been making fun of you? Maybe. I mean, I can't tell you for sure whether or not she was. Oftentimes though, she might have just genuinely been nice. I mean, believe it or not, a lot of popular people are popular because they are nice. Anyway though, so your RAS shaves off these evidence that you deserve more. That would be evidence that you deserve a higher quality girl than maybe you believe you do. And there's evidence in other things too, like someone will praise you at work and you'll just play it off as them being nice or trying to like pat you on the back so then they can get something else. Your brain does this all the time and you have no idea. It's all subconscious, all below your level of thought. And also shave off what you think about below you, but that doesn't really matter for this. So what we want to do is get you to the point where you're confident enough in yourself that you are entitled to get more than what you currently believe, unless you're already at a high enough level and this is a non-issue for us. And then why are you wasting your time watching this? You should probably be out there making millions and like fucking hot girls and stuff. Just saying. What are some ways we can gain this self-entitlement, like believe we deserve to get more? What you need to do is you need to go and look at yourself on a very harsh, realistic, logical level and praise every good thing about yourself. Praise yourself. Don't get all egotistical and go around bragging to everyone else about how awesome you are at League of Legends or something. But you need to go in your own head. You need to go and you need to praise yourself. Do this daily if you have to. Just go every single night before you go to bed and just go, like, even you had a bad day and you're like, girlfriend dumps you or something. Just sit there and look in your think about it in your head. Calm down. Meditate if you want. A lot of people like meditation. And sit there and go, I may not be the best. I may not be the smartest guy in the world, but I am very smart. I am talented. I have motivation. I have drive. I can help people with aspects of life, whatever it may be that you feel good about yourself. Just tell yourself that. Praise yourself for the things you are good at. Be proud of yourself. This is also I'll kind of repeat a lot of this whenever I talk about confidence, but I don't feel like I'm ready to talk about confidence because it's such a broad issue. Not that all of it is broad. Everything I'm going to talk about is going to be really broad and abstract, but I'm going to do my best, people. It's going to start off bad and it'll get better. So praise yourself. And what the idea behind that is that eventually you'll actually start to believe these things you're saying, and you'll feel as if you're entitled to more. And once you feel like you're entitled to more, you'll feel more comfortable in situations where you may not have felt comfortable before. Like you may feel more comfortable with people who are really successful. Maybe you're like not that good at school and you have like a 2.6 GPA or something, and you're hanging around kids and you just feel uncomfortable hanging around that table with the kids who are like 4.0s just because you don't feel like you belong there. Well, the idea is that by praising yourself, eventually you'll feel like you belong in there and you'll believe you're entitled to that level of you're entitled to be on their level, and this will allow you many more opportunities in life, hopefully, and help push you to work harder and be more successful is the general idea. Trying to think of one last example. If let's say you want to start working out more and get really bulky and muscly, at first you may not feel entitled to go and talk to those guys who are already like really ripped, like super buff. Not buff at all here, but anyway, you may not feel entitled to talk to them about working out and stuff. But what you need to do is you just need to go and start working and just tell yourself over and over how hard you're working and praise yourself for the work you have done and every improvement you get. And then you'll feel more comfortable talking to those guys and you'll feel like you're entitled to their level, and then that can help drive you to push to actually reach their level because you believe you deserve to be there. And that's the whole idea behind this. So I'm really sorry if this was really bad and didn't help you at all. It's my first video. I still have a lot to work to do, but I really, really genuinely hope that I help someone. And just comment me, message me, ask me more specifics if you want more specifics, as I can give you a lot more specific. I just have to keep this very general so it applies to everyone. So hope you all enjoyed my first video, and there should be more to come. Thanks everyone. Bye.